Hey everybody, it's Colin Wilson with the Action Network here to talk about our Moneyline round robin parlay for college football during week 4. All right, this one's going to be probably the juiciest one that we've had all year. There's some big dogs out here that should be barking. We're going to start off going with a massive Sun Belt against the AAC. Louisiana Raging Cajuns plus 120 going up against Tulane. Ben Woldridge, the quarterback for Louisiana, has been fantastic. He's only made 3 turnover-worthy plays in the last 2 years. He has been excellent throwing the ball. Tulane has had struggles defending the pass. Tulane has had struggles getting their quarterback to not make mistakes. Let's roll with the Raging Cajuns here. Rutgers plus 145 going against Virginia Tech. Pretty easy here. Rutgers is the most disciplined offense in the nation. They do not make mistakes. They are number 1 in the nation in havoc allowed. Virginia Tech only has one identity on defense. They're outside the top 50 in success rate. They can't defend explosives, but they're really good at havoc and causing turnovers, PBUs, fumbles. That's not going to happen against Rutgers. That takes away their major advantage. Let's go Rutgers plus 145. Next up, let's go to Norman. Huge game, biggest game of the weekend. Oklahoma plus 220 to pull it off against Tennessee. That Oklahoma offensive line is healthy. Their right tackle is their best pass blocker on the team, and he's going to be able to handle James Pierce. And at the same time, this Oklahoma secondary has some really big names in the rankings on PFF as far as individual coverage grades. Oklahoma to pull it off at home when Nico plays his first hostile environment on the road. Speaking of hostile environments, BYU and Jake Retzlaff at home is going to be able to defend this game at night against a Kansas State team that severely struggles against the pass. Arizona was able to go up and down the field from a passing perspective last week against Kansas State. They just couldn't get in the end zone. That's going to change for BYU here. We'll take them at plus 215. Next up, Navy. You like spots? Navy's coming off of a bye week to take on a Memphis team that just beat Florida State. All they can think about is how they beat Florida State, and they're in the driver's seat to go to the college football playoff. Navy is great at limiting possessions, slow grinding offense. They should give Memphis a real problem in a week that Memphis should be down. Next up, let's go to the MAC. Buffalo plus 425 against Northern Illinois. Yes, the team that beat Notre Dame went into a bye week. They're going to play this first MAC game, and all they've heard for 2 weeks is how great it is, the biggest program victory ever. Got to turn around and take the other side. This is the MAC. This game should really be lined at about 7.5. This is just an outrageous spread. It's an outrageous money line. Let's go Buffalo plus 425. And then the biggest one we'll probably have all season, South Florida plus 650 to beat the Miami Hurricanes. Not only do I love the number on the side, there are numbers in here that suggest South Florida can give Miami a lot of problems. South Florida has played the 3rd toughest schedule in the nation. That includes Jalen Milroe, Ryan Williams, and that Alabama offense. But South Florida is still 11th in the nation in causing defensive havoc. What's the one way to beat the Miami Hurricanes and Cam Ward? Get him to cough up the ball and make mistakes in the pass game. South Florida has proven they can do that through their schedule so far this year. Let's take a shot. USF plus 650. All right, let's review our 7 teams here for our Moneyline round robin. Louisiana plus 120, Rutgers plus 145, Oklahoma plus 220, BYU plus 215, Navy plus 300, Buffalo plus 425, and yes, South Florida, the Bulls to beat Miami. That number is plus 650. Don't forget to make these round robins by 2s and 3s. Good luck in college football, week 4.